Yeah, I think my voice is like this all the time.
Yeah, it's just like a little bit unexpected. It's just like, okay.
That I'm muted the whole time. All that I just said was not
Congrats.
broadcasted. I was just showing my face.
Congratulations. Congratulations. I love this video.
Long,
It's so stupid.
long story short, we're waiting for an associate of Osoch to listen to the New Earth album, and now we're just going to listen to some music until then. This is James Dorsett, Escalation and Irritation official visualizer. Let's go.
Let's go.
When I see scenes like this from smaller creators, I often wonder, I was like, did you build this burn barrel just for this video? Or did you see a burn barrel and go, that would look cool in a video, and then you set up your tripod and started filming it? I often wonder. Gonna be honest, I'm not seeing a whole lot of visualizer going on here. I'm seeing a
it's
little,
comfy. It's nice and comfy.
but it's not a visualizer.
No, blast beats 0 out of 10.
Oh, fuck off.
There you go.
I'll kick you later.
Oh, downvote because no blast beat. JK, lol. So the yeah, it's not a visualizer, unless we've got more going on here in the next.
I
7
mean,
minutes.
technically it is.
Visualizer is just something is happening on screen and it's not a static image. If it's a
No.
fire burning, it's a process. Yes.
No,
it is a
whenever they
visualizer.
have album art that just kind of pops up on the screen and it just kind of like, you know, the old Prince whatever style music video where the album art would just kind of be on the screen and then just kind of like move around with no lyrics or anything like that. That's
not a visualizer.
Well, this is
not a
the same
visualizer.
thing. This is
It's
basically
not
exactly
the same thing. It's fire. It's burning. The wood is burning.
If
It's
we
a
don't
different
have something else come up in the next 7 minutes, then this is not this is not a visualizer.
It's a visualizer.
7 minutes long, wow.
Right. It's just it's
It's a visualizer.
It could be a video of anything. Like if I wanted to set up a camera on a street.
That's why it's called a visualizer and not like official music video or something. Or a lyric
So if I
video,
pointed
or-
a camera at the sky and just filmed clouds going by, that becomes a visualizer?
Exactly.
Okay.
You figured it out.
I
A
disagree.
very lazy one in my opinion, but
Well,
I think it's visualizer anyway.
Okay. All
I mean,
right. I've been
sometimes it
outvoted.
fits the atmosphere or something like that. Sometimes.
Well, all right.
I assume it's gonna be like that for the entire length of the song. So it's gonna be like chill, or like relaxed, like very just meditative experience, like just drumming some guitars and like not doing much musically. But I mean, okay.
All right, maybe. We'll see in the next 7 minutes. I hope to see something more. Maybe a color change or something, but all right.
The firework blows up or something.
There you go. That would be something. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. It's officially a visualizer. JK, lol. I
Oh,
think
so
this
it's
is
like
two different
2
songs.
tracks.
Yes.
Possibly,
You know, for a song
possibly.
titled Escalation and Irritation, there isn't much escalation, you know?
Well, no, I
There is
think it
enough.
did.
There is enough.
It
yeah.
did evolve
It sounds
over
like-
time.
It sounds
The
like
song did,
Assassins.
but the visual didn't.
No, the visual doesn't.
I mean, like,
I
who
think
cares
it
about the
did
visuals?
evolve, but it
Yeah, it
did
did.
not escalate per se. In my opinion.
Yeah, kind of. But like, I like it. I would give it like 8 out of 10 because it reminds me of Assassins, and that's the kind of post rock I highly enjoy. This is my shit. I love it.
Okay. Yeah,
Let's
I thought
see if the second track is going to be as good. Because like I'm kind of impressed. I'd not expect it to like develop in any like meaningful way, but took me by surprise, I guess.
Yeah, I was about to say that I was genuinely surprised when the full band came in, and it was a very welcome addition to the rest of the composition. I thought the 2-minute intro, I was like, oh no, we have one of these little 100 subscriber dudes that are just like playing a guitar and then running some like piano MIDI, but I mean, it was good and it was all right, but I was like, this for 7 minutes, I was worried. But then the full band came in, and I was like, that's a very welcome addition to everything so far. During that little verse passage here, the drum samples felt a little weird compared to that dirty guitar.
Felt like a little bit too, like the velocity was off, you know?
Right. It felt
like
yeah. Yes.
The hi-hat was like especially like irritating.
Yes.
I mean, that's the irritation
exactly. There you go. So yes,
Also love the recommendation section, like really catching their audience, I guess. Mechanic reacts to customer states nightmares.
Oh yeah, that's because I'm working on cars. I watch a lot of car stuff, so that's why that's up there.
Subscribe to Chris Fix.
Yes.
Subscribe to Just Roll In.
So
hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Just Rolled In.
What the fuck?
So
What?
then
Just Rolled In. This is like a perfect channel for like auto mechanics, like fails and fuck ups and like customer states and like I don't know, some stupid shit. The most stupid shit like ever. I love those videos. This is like if life stopped surprising you, just watch some of those videos. You won't regret it. It's beautiful.
Osoch, or however you say Osoch? Osoch?
Yes.
Osoch?
Yeah, like that. That's all by now, so. Osoch, yes.
Tell
well,
me
it's
actually
pronounced
about your
Osama.
band.
Osama.
Osama bin Laden.
You want me to tell you what?
So, I wanted to. So, your band. Is it really your band? It's called Earth?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't start the band. I joined the project, which was not originally a band. But after the album was done, I kind of persuaded my friend to, hey, let's make this a full band. You know, that songs like this should be played live and stuff. So yeah, I'm heavily involved in it.
That's awesome.
I was wondering which role are you on? Are you a bass player? Are you a guitar player?
Guitar.
No, I played guitar. I made
Sound
some
engineering,
arrangements.
I think.
I did the mix. My involvement with the album was a heavy one, but not so heavy composition-wise.
I.e., you did most of the heavy lifting.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sure that Osoch provided work where it was needed, and the other people pulled their weight when they were needed. So back to the song here that we're talking about. During the verse passage, I thought it was a cool aesthetic choice to have the guitar center panned, and then when it went back to the more aggressive portion, it's not really aggressive, but like the more whatever, when we went back to double pan guitars, that was cool. I
think the leveling was a bit off because like during the verses, this part with the central guitar and the drums, it just started to sound like louder, so much louder, like as if they tried to like add more compression to compensate for the lack of like power or something like that. And then when the full band like came back in, it just started to sound like more quiet or something like that.
Would it sound, actually don't know the answer to this, would it sound louder if you reduced the number of elements in the song but maintained the same level of compression?
Yeah, I think it would.
Because I think that's what's happening, is that we've dropped the double panned guitars. We've only had the one guitar running down the center channel, and then we've got and I wonder if you don't modulate the compressor and whatever, then it'll make everything sound louder when you drop instruments like that. Because I want to say it's just guitar, drums, maybe bass guitar. No, what am I doing? Oh, right here. Yeah, so there's no piano, there's no double tracked guitars. It's just the one guitar running down the center, the bass, and the drums here. And I'm wondering if that might be what you're hearing there. So, but I don't know if that's, I don't know if I would change that. I think that that would be the point. Like if I were to do a compressor, that's what I would do it for, would be to maintain volume through quieter passages, and just try to convey calm through the composition itself rather than actually reducing the volume. But that's how I would do it. I'm not sure if he did this on purpose. So anyway, we're on to the next one. This one's Irritation. Ooh, there we go. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything.
Okay.
That was bad. Okay. That was bad.
I don't think he has a proper.
That's not how you like treat the velocity on the crash cymbal
Right.
when you're doing those like swells, and like it's not like that's not how it's done. That's not how it's done. Okay.
I don't know. I actually don't know how to do it. I don't think I've ever done it before because I don't know how. When I do it
Gradually
live,
add the velocity.
Right, I
Not from
understand
0,
that.
but from like I don't know, from like 20 or 30 out of like 127. Like,
You don't
and,
even
like,
have to do that. You can just like automate the volume, and that's about it.
oh yeah,
You'll
not
get a similar
really,
effect.
not really.
I mean,
Honestly, like,
if you're like really limited in what samples you have, that would be my workaround.
I mean, okay, if you have one sample, but like these samples sound familiar. Might be like Addictive Drums again, or Easy Drummer. I don't know. So could possibly be that. So I don't think like the samples are the problem, and yeah, okay. So velocity is just the problem all across the drum track, in both songs, it seems.
because it sounded like we were running at it was just like 40 million little all at the same volume. Because when I do it live, I usually use like what do you call them? Yarn mallets or some shit like that. So the graduate
Fluffy sticks.
the fluffy sticks. No, they're oh my god, yarn mallet. These things.
Oh, so not the fluffy ones. Okay.
No, it's just they're tightly wound yarn.
Okay, so
mallets.
they are partially fluffy. Okay.
I guess like on the ends
They are
of them.
fluffy ones, but like
they're
I call them
pretty.
fluffy sticks.
They're not fluffy because they're like if you grab them, they're not going to compress very much, but they're soft. So you and that if you roll on a cymbal, you can go from 0 to a full crash, and it's like a really nice graduating thing or whatever. You can really fade in a cymbal doing this live, and that's how I
did
would always
that.
do it live, but I don't know how to
I
do
did
it.
that, yes.
Yeah.
I did that when I was recording percussion at work, like 4 maybe 6 years ago. I was using exactly that thing to like make those like crash cymbal like swells. I don't know.
Yarton mallet. I'm so smart. Look at that. I can spell so good.
Yeah.
So all right. So yeah, I think Osoch is right. I think you would you would crash it probably a little bit further apart, but you would use the volume to modulate more than just kind of.
If you cannot adjust the velocity, because like if you can, just do the velocity thing. Problem solved.
I've never used addicting drums. Are there? I thought usually they're.
They're just very standard.
I thought their velocities were
Good.
a lot better
They're
than
good,
this.
and you can like use them and stuff. But like over the time, I just like I just started hearing them everywhere, and it was like kind of annoying. So.
It was a really popular, because I think it was one of the budget ones where it was pretty cheap and it sounded okay, and a lot of people were using it.
Sound good.
Especially because we grew up in the beginning of the Brony era, where everyone was learning to make music all at the same time, and addicting drums was inexpensive and it was easy to use, and so everyone started using it. And yeah,
For me, it was free, if you know what I mean.
Oh yes.
Yeah, same.
There was probably a crack of addicting drums, so a lot of people were able to pirate it.
It is addictive.
Addictive?
Yes.
You're lying. Is it
Nope.
really?
It's addictive drums. Yeah.
What? I've been saying addicting drums this whole time.
Yes, not the first time you said that, but like that's that.
Wait, addictive drums. Is this not the same thing?
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I said
Addictive
addicting drums.
I never heard of addicting drums, honestly.
Okay, I'm just
It
wrong.
autocorrects you.
Look at that. I had no idea.
Autocorrected IRL.
Oh my god. All right, so whenever whoever this person is, I don't know the name, and the username is truncated for me. It just says G. When G gets into the VC, we'll start talking about the album. But let's finish this video for now.
Right.
Sounded a little muddy. I think it might have been real heavy on the midtones, especially. So, and I'm not sure what's going on with these guitars. I'm having a tough time diagnosing here, but they just sound ever so slightly off, like they're not quite in tune with each other, or maybe they're not intonated properly.
Something like that. Something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Dr. Slaughter.
Doctor, what now?
Dr. Slaughter.
Yeah, I said diagnose.
Ouch. Ouch. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Ouch. Ouch. It's a diminished fucking chord or something, like it's like it's like huh?
I was just about to
I
comment
like
about.
it.
I think it's like an
I mean, like,
interesting
okay.
atonal riff.
Maybe as an aesthetic it works, but it feels like it's just out of tune. I don't know.
I mean, the song is called Irritation, and so far this person seems to be like highly artistic. I almost said autistic.
It's pronounced the same way.
So it's like representative maybe of like the mood we're going for. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think it's an interesting little like atonal type of riff. Sounds cool to me. It's a little off. I mean, but that might be
when
irritating.
the bass enters, the bass plays different notes, so it's like it's doing weird like intervals or something.
Yeah, it's weird. It's certainly
That's
weird.
called reharmonization, I think.
I have no idea. I have no idea. Okay. I think these riffs are super cool.
Yeah.
And the
Suddenly
drums.
it sounds good.
And the
Soft
drums are
and
off.
like very like intricate. I don't know.
Yeah, the drums are like doing that kind of an offbeat that's super cool too. This is a
I think it has like 4/4, and
yeah,
then,
it's
like,
just a regular 4/4. I counted it out.
It's like something.
Yeah.
Isn't it
And just
7/4?
switches. No, probably not.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I counted it out, and I think it counted out to 4/4.
No, it's not just 4/4. It's like 4/4 and then something else. I mean, maybe 15/16 or 7/8 or something like that for one bar.
Are you sure? I'm gonna count it out again. Maybe I'm just a dummy. Let me try.
Yeah.
7/8. Yeah, definitely 7/8.
Huh. So that's interesting.
Okay, so it's like 4/4.
I think it goes back and forth.
4/4. Yes, 4/4, then 15/16. Then it just ends on like 4/4, 4/4, and then it just switches back to like 7/8, 4/4, 7/8, 4/4, or something like that. So like it just
Yeah, exactly.
it keeps switching. Very interesting. Very interesting. I like this riff.
It's okay, cool. Because I was like, I counted one E end to one E or one E end to two E end to three E end to four E end to like twice in a row. And I was like, cool, 4/4 then. But yeah, I don't know.
You're
That
just
was
old.
that was interesting. I am old. I am old, ancient. Cool.
Pulling apart before our own eyes.
Yeah, I would.
It's an interesting way to end the song. Yeah.
I would almost bet that any issues that we had with that track, pretty much from start to finish, like the seemingly out of tune guitars or maybe intonated poorly or whatever, I think they might have all been aesthetic choices, like on
Yeah,
purpose.
possibly.
And I think that's evidence with the with the weird time signature right there through that passage. That was super cool though. I liked that.
Yeah, I liked it.
It was interesting. Pretty solid. I mean, like rough on the edges, but like, for a small channel, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, really, really good. That was awesome. Well, all right then. That was James Dorsett, Escalation and Irritation. I guess it's a
Official fire.
visualizer. We're gonna call it that.
It is.
All right, so let's check this out. Have we heard any of these songs?
Yeah, I think we heard like 3.
You
I
have
forgot
heard
which
4.
4? Okay, 4.
Yeah, there are 4 singles. By the way, my body is already in the voice chat.
Yeah, I was like,
Sweet.
it's muted.
Well, unmute yourself, you dumb fuck.
There we go.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, welcome to the stream. So we are gonna
I'm
be
intruding on something gay, so I'm gonna go.
okay. Have a good one.
You too.
So this is
Bye-bye.
this album is called Unhuman by Earth, and we have two Earthlings with us today. Osoch, and what is your name?
Geseft. Elias Geseft.
Guseth?
Geseft, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's check it out. Let's start with the first one. It's
Hold
called
on,
Vanish.
before
Okay.
we do that, I'm hearing the stream in mono, by the way, not in YouTube, but in the Discord. I'm not sure if like you're listening in somewhere else
Huh?
or
I'm like,
in YouTube the stream is in stereo, but
In-
here in Discord I'm hearing everything in mono.
Oh, okay.
on Discord, I hear stereo. Maybe something on your end.
Why?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I
because
hear stereo just fine.
stream settings.
Plug your headphones correctly.
quality.
No, they're plugged. They're plugged correctly. I mean, it's
I
not
have no
a
idea.
huge deal. I have heard the album hundreds of times by now, so
I mean,
Yeah.
true, but
What?
like,
it's not.
I just can't imagine why you're hearing it in mono on Discord. Because like, it should be stereo. I mean, we had a problem where the YouTube wasn't mono, but Discord wasn't stereo. But vice versa, that's the first time.
So if you're you're hearing it, their voice and video, my output should be the same as YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, it might be something on your
It's
end.
something on my end. Yeah,
Wait.
I haven't used Discord in forever, so.
Hold up, let me check.
All right, I hear in the stereo now.
Okay, that's like stereo.
That's in mono.
That's right. I can listen to the stereo. Stereo.
All right, it's just me then.
Okay, so
Okay,
you're
that's
hearing
on.
it on the right channel right now?
I'll just deal with it.
Okay.
Fuck Princess Celestia and fuck you every pony.
There we go. This is a visualizer, by the way. I just want to put that out there.
I mean, it is? Yeah.
Yes. That is a real visualizer. And an animated speaker. Okay, anyway. This one is called Vanished. Let's check it out. Who is Earth Mantra?
Not us.
Not you.
Oh man.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
What?
it's something that the DistroKid fucked up, so like we got put in
Damn.
another channel, but
What?
Okay.
The
it'll
fuck?
take a while to fix.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
Bitch?
And do you have so you don't have a show coming up in San Francisco, California at the Great
I
American
wish.
Music Hall?
I wish.
I can buy tickets to see Osoch live in person. The Impossible
yeah, and then
Dream
you go
Earth.
and
Something
it's just
new.
like something else.
$25. I'm gonna buy 100 tickets, and Osoch better be there. Okay. I just love the sound of the snare so much. It hits so hard. It just pops.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's a really, really good sounding snare. These are these samples, or did you record this?
Yeah, the whole drum sound is samples. Yes.
Okay.
I layer it with like the snare is like 3-4 different snares layered. So
Okay.
there's like this
Worth
the
it.
tonal snare. There's a very low tune snare that gives like just a lot of body, and there's one very ringy snare that's kind of low in the mix that just gives like this ping.
I love that too. Yeah, I like a ringy snare, and I like these. It's like a marching snare where it cuts through so
Yeah.
hard. I love it. That's good. Wait, before we move on to the next one, I don't know what else to call this. I call it braiding, like braiding hair. When you have this, when you have this really big, full-bodied like composition going on, and then it all just suddenly collapses down into one, like riff or passage for like just a couple measures or a couple of counts, and then it expands back again. It's I don't know what else to call that, but that is really cool. That like braided experience.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's really good. Yeah. That's awesome. I like how the solo started out pretty much more wild than I could ever imagine myself playing. Like, it's just really, really aggressive, and then it manages to just get more aggressive with each passage, like, and then it'll. I love how it ends on a sustained note. It'd be like me, and then the next solo is playing at the same time. It's doing all that shit. It's fucking. That was really, really good. That was really good. And then the riffage underneath the guitars remains complex, and that shit is fucking fire. That's awesome.
The riffs under the solo basically just repeat the verse chorus parts. So yeah, it's pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's
I
basically
would
the same
treat the
riff with a different. There's one chord that's different, so like the riff adapts to that. But yeah, it's like the same thing.
It's a common thing where you just treat a solo like a third verse or something like that, because it just has
Exactly.
sometimes it has this like verse chorus structure ish and the same like harmonies or like the same ish chord progression with some varieties occasional to fit the solo, but the solo is just like sometimes you just treat it as another verse chorus thing.
right. But the riffs and the verse and the chorus, and it feels progressive, which is just super cool.
It's just modulation. It's just modulation.
Yeah, but even then, I mean, that's I wouldn't even know where to begin to like figure out how to do that. So it's like what? Blowing my fucking mind. And then the tracking is super tight too. Like it's it's spot fucking on at light speed too. So it's like it's just interesting. Yeah, it's just very, very good. Really, really super solid work here.
I'm personally not a fan of like shredding for the sake of shredding, because like hearing absolutely dumb solos that are just go really hard and really fast with notes that are just occasionally off key and like you just for the sake of showcasing the skills of your guitarist, it's good, but like I'm just not a fan of that. In general, I said it like last stream we'll listen to some other tracks. I love Fallen Joy. This sounds like Fallen Joy but Mexican. I will say this again all down this hill. That sounds like Fallen Joy but Mexican. This is good.
Very good. It's super, super good. All right. Let's keep it going. This bass guitar sounds fucking huge. It sounds awesome. It has
What
got an
tune is
amazing
that, by the
tone.
way?
It's in a what is it in Gaza? B flat?
It's flat with 7 and 5 strings respectively.
So yeah,
What?
basically a 7-string half step down.
Okay, so like B flat.
Yeah,
Half
pretty
tone
much.
down, yeah.
Okay. Nice.
This sounds really, really good. I love how we maintain the low end power, and it's got like a sort of growl to it, but then it also remains that high end twang that it just tickles my balls. Just fondles my testicles. I love it. It's
Yeah,
so good.
I'll just go saying that it was kind of a pain in the ass to dial in the bass tone. Like it was. I went through like 3 different instances of a bass tone, and I would say, nah, it's not really cutting through, or it's like very twangy now. It was a rough time, but I'm satisfied with the result.
Yeah, I can hear the love and attention that it got, because it really, really does really stand out in the mix. Well, actually, every single element of the mix seems to come out super duper clear. Like It's
Thank you, thank you.
I feel like I can hear everything if all I have to do is close my eyes and pay attention to one specific part, and I'm able to pull it out. It doesn't get buried under anything else. It really is the full composition put on display and coming out super clearly, which is, I mean, incredibly difficult, especially when you're working with metal. That's just with all the distortion and fuzziness. It's really, really good. And vocals, I think the vocalist is really strong and mixes in really well, just not only in the mix itself, but also I think the tone of his voice and everything mixes in really well and fits with the overall composition, just stylistically and also tonally. And I'm really impressed. I am seriously impressed.
Well, don't get used to it because he's not really our vocalist anymore.
Oh no!
Oh,
Yeah.
Hopefully, you'll.
did he die?
No, you can comment on that, guys, after you want.
Yeah, we
Okay.
have like kind of disagreement. He kind of, I feel like he betrayed me in a sort of way, and we couldn't keep up with
Ouch.
the friendship anymore. So yeah, we didn't have the same objectives with her. He's in the medicine-ish part. He's a psychiatric, and he didn't like want to their patients to recognize him as a metal vocalist, which is absurd for me. And we end up like breaking up everything, and I'm not in touch with him anymore.
So he I'm sorry. Make sure I understand. You're saying that he was he's a what now? He said that he didn't want his patients.
Yeah, to address him as a metal vocalist. I don't know why he had like the fear that he's not gonna be taken seriously if he is in a metal band singing, right?
Oh, I gotcha.
So he didn't want to
freaking dumb.
be. Yeah, I don't understand his posture. I respect it though, but I can't understand it, and that led into many discussions, and we finally like got into separate ways like a couple of years ago.
Oh no. Well, that sucks. But yeah, because the vocals are really, really good. So
I love them. I really love them. Yeah.
maybe he'll come around. Who knows? If it's been a
Maybe,
couple of years,
hopefully.
then probably not. But I mean, all right. Well, let's keep it going. This is the last of the Unhuman, the title track. So, a quick question about language. Did you have a discussion about the lyrics language or whatever, or did you decide this is going to be an English album, and
Well, it's not just English.
I remember there are some there. I remember listening to some Spanish songs, but
Okay, oh yes.
I'm
I
wondering.
mean, like, they have songs in Spanish on this album, and I love this
There's
one.
just one song. I'll spoil it for you. There's that Apogeo is the only song in Spanish,
Yeah, but
and
it fucking rocks. I love it.
yeah, it's actually it really works.
So I'm wondering.
Yeah,
is it-
when
Because I often wonder that when we listen to like Bloodlast, for instance, does their songs in English despite being from Belarus. There's lots of bands that are, Dehumanizing Irritation Worship is from China, and they do all of their songs in English. And I'm just, I wonder when you have international bands that are from other countries, why they do their songs in English rather than just doing them in the native tongue.
typically when I've seen that people tend to make the lyrics of the songs in the language that can have like more public. English is the one of the most spoken language in the world, so It's just a matter of having the most amount of people listening and vibing with lyrics and understanding the lyrics. And the reason why there's only one song in Spanish is because when I made that song, I was in the university with Carbo will remember with this professor called Sweatborg, and he said that he wanted
Weird
us
name.
to present a song but with Spanish lyrics. So I just made it in Spanish, and it kind of just stick with it. I loved how it sounded, and I just let it be like that into the album. And if it vibes me to make a song in Spanish, I just do it. But because of the concept, I was aborting with the album. I just kept it in English for practicity.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because it makes sense, but I would think that in metal the actual lyrics don't really matter as much. So I wouldn't imagine that most people would hear a song and be like, "Well, it's in Spanish, so I can't vibe with it as much." That just kind of blows my mind because I've listened to songs, none that come to mind right off the top of my head. Oh, there's one. It's like an American-style deathcore song, but it's all in Spanish, and I think it's called Toda Madre or something like that.
By Del Barrio.
Yes, Toda.
It's a song I sent you like 3 years ago.
Yes, a billion trillion years ago. This one here, yeah,
It's a cool song.
it's a really good one. And I was like, yeah, listening to that one, even though it was all in Spanish, I was like, it basically sounds the same, you know, because you don't really listen, or at least I don't really listen to metal for the lyrics. It's kind of cool. I guess with breakdown heavy music, when you have breakdowns and shit like that, I guess the line that leads up to the breakdown is pretty important most of the time. Some songs wouldn't hit as hard if you were like, you know, if it was in Spanish. If you understand the words that are being said, then it hits harder. Like, I can understand that. So anyway, this song is called Mind Blown. Let's check this one out. Is this one we've heard before? I feel like I've heard this one
Yes.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I've
last
heard it
train.
before.
It's
But
so
hear
good.
it again.
I like, it's just when the bass guitar comes in, you've just done so well on this bass guitar. I'm incredibly impressed with the tone of the bass guitar.
Thank you.
It's very, very good. When it jumps in right here, you can really tell the difference in the difference that it makes. I mean, yeah. What I like about it so much is that, and I don't know if you'll take offense to this, but like, imagine if In Flames had some like thrash elements and was good, you know? It's just
I think it's called Night Rage. Night Rage, Dimension Zero, Dragon the Casket, like all the good melodic death metal.
yeah, it's good. I don't have a whole lot of interactions
actually
with
good
melodic
melodic
death metal.
not In Flames, you know.
I like In Flames. There's like a couple of songs that are really
stopped
good.
existing after year 2000. That's
Yes, of course, totally.
Yeah, I agree.
There you go. Cool. Okay. Yeah, that's what this reminds me of so far. Let's keep it going.
Yes.
I probably said this last time, but I have just like the hardest boner of all time for asymmetrical guitars. When you have one guitar playing a fast riff, and then you have the others like bow, 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 like playing asymmetrically like that. It makes my penis grow 3 times its size.
3 inches, yay!
Yeah, I mean, if you have 2 guitar players, it's my opinion that you should exploit that as much as possible.
Yes.
Because like doubling, it's more like for like having energy power, but you have like so much room for experimenting and even realizing something to guitar. So why not like exploit that?
So the what's interesting is that I think the most you get for asymmetrical guitars in most like American deathcore or whatever is that you'll have one guitar drop out. So you'll have it only playing on one side. There's not really a whole lot of playing both sides. Like for instance, Whitechapel is an American deathcore band, and they have 3 guitarists, and they almost always have 2 guitars playing the same thing on, double tracked. Almost every time. I don't think they ever really have any asymmetrical riffs going. And so, yeah, I agree with you. I'm thinking if you have 2 guitars, or, if you're just one guy recording by himself and you're doing a double tracked guitar, then you should probably be doing that more often, because I just don't hear it enough. I just don't hear it all that often. So that was really, really good. I liked that a lot. Yes. This is like my favorite trope, and it will always be welcome in every metal song ever. When you... No, a little bit further. you're playing your standard 4 on the floor, not 4 on the floor beat, but like you're playing your 4 count drums here, and then you drop into a quick 2-step here.
Yeah, double time.
Yeah. And then you
Quadruple time.
Yes, and then you speed it up even more and like almost collapse into a blast beat there, and it's just so good. It's so good.
Yeah, that song is a fun
I mean,
one.
it is a blast beat, just slower.
Well, yeah. I mean, technically, there's. Is there like a BPM required to make it into a blast beat, or does it just have to
No.
be? Yeah, that's what I thought. So I mean, it is.
Anything is a blast beat if you make it like fast enough. So.
If, as long as it's following that, what's it called? That notation, that. But yeah, I love that. That is a trope that is welcome every single time. I love that so much. Whenever I hear a fast 2-step, I'm like, it better go into a blast beat. We better finish this measure out with a blast beat. That's gonna be fucking fire. Very nice. A huge genre difference from when between like deathcore, which is what I mostly listen to, and like melodic metalcore or whatever this is, melodic death metal, is that instead of breakdowns you have solos, which is like more of a classic type of thing.
You're actually going to
Yeah.
skip a song that starts and has a breakdown in the first couple of minutes of the songs.
Excellent.
Yeah, depending on the day, this next song is my favorite from the album, but it like goes back and forth between other 2 songs. So I'm curious to see what you think about this one.
Okay, good, cool.
Okay.
So the difference is that when you have melodic death metal will have like solos in almost every song, and then every once in a while we'll have a breakdown. In like deathcore, it's the flip, where every single song is going to have a breakdown, and then there might be a solo in one of them. So yeah, that's a cool little like a major genre difference between the two. Which so yeah, this is a departure from my normal listening experience. It's just I've come to expect the solo, but now let's see what we can do with breakdowns. Cool. Hell yeah. Yes. Did you hear that bass?
Okay, now that breakdown was just... That entire breakdown was just quality Fallen Joy. Believe me or not. And the
I have
Silent
to listen
Soldiers
to that
are
band
like...
then.
I'll just link a track for us to check like after the stream, okay?
Okay.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
like, this is just like... Pretty much, I mean like, not like 1-to-1, but like very close to it. Very close to it.
It's so good.
Yeah. It was good. It was good.
The bass guitar leading
this,
it back in.
This type of breakdown, it's not like deathcore-ish breakdown. It's specifically like more or like death metal, like melodic death metal type of breakdown. Like there is a difference between breakdowns across the metal spectrum.
definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't all ones and zeros and false chords, or playing.
Exactly.
Yeah, it wasn't. Dun-dun-dun, tss, dun-dun-dun, that MySpace era breakdown. Yeah, that was good though. I liked it a lot. Okay, and then this bass guitar leading Spanish. This is fucking awesome. It's so hot. Yes. SLP. I know what that means because not because, but anyway, there was I was watching a show recently called Three Body Problem, and there's a scene that takes place in whatever you fucking call that place. I guess you just call it SLP. I'm not sure actually. Like St. Louis, fucking
Peanuts.
San Luis Potosí.
Yes,
Yeah,
San
I was
Luis
thinking about
Potosi. That one.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a scene that takes place where they've like developed some crazy technology to filter water or some crazy shit like that, and
I know that.
yeah, it was. It's always really funny because anytime they show SLP in like movies and stuff, in American television or whatever, the Americans are going down there and they're speaking broken Spanish at all the people around, and like they're talking to people from like a third world country or something. I mean, it's got like a brown veneer over it or whatever, which is,
Yeah.
I'm like, is SLP like that at all? Like huts in
Definitely
the
not.
sand?
I've never been there in SLP yet. Probably want to visit. It seems they have really interesting places to visit. It's just not as close as Mexico City as I wish. It's like a 5 or 6 hour road trip, so yeah, it's not that accessible.
Gotcha. I think I had to turn you up 200% because I'm having a hard time hearing you, but I get the
sorry.
vibe. But yeah,
I'm
I'll
getting
have to-
closer to the mic.
There you go. That'll work. You're coming
Thanks.
through very clear now. But all right, let's keep the music going. Okay, wait, one more thing. I'm sorry. This is the last off-topic thing. One thing that is fucking weird about Spanish, because Gargod just said Estados Unidos, is that whenever you see the acronym for Estados Unidos in Spanish, it's EEUU. What? Why?
No,
there's
You say it. You say it.
there's a form in abbreviations in Spanish in which when you have a plural song, it stands with double vocal instead of one vocal. So if it was Estado Unido, it will be EU. But because if Estados Unidos, it's EEUU because it
Oh.
stands for a plural acronym.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. All right. I was just wondering because, yeah, that blew my fucking mind. Because I've been reading, like, I try to once a day. Right. One, yeah. It should be E squared, EU squared. That's what it should be.
That would be too much.
But okay, yeah. I was always wondering, but that's cool. It actually made sense. I figured I expected you to explain it, and then I was gonna be like, okay, I think I understand, but it's not that important. But actually, that makes sense. Cool. So all right, let's keep it going. Blinded and torn apart. I'm gonna back up a little bit so I can hear the parts that I missed. Okay. Soul Strings, are you hearing this?
Yeah, I hear someone playing bass in a fucking bathroom. It's so
That's
fucking
intentional.
reverberant. Like it's a mix of like a kitchen sink sound and like someone like barfing into like a bowl or like a kitchen sink, like just literally just puking or something like that, and the reverb from a bathroom. So like it sounds like so boomy. Like I can't hear anything. I mean, it sounds cool. It sounds cool, but I can't hear a fucking thing.
I
mean,
love it.
I figured that. I figured if there's just the drums and the bass, like, all right, I'm gonna
The
do something
aesthetic,
with the bass to life.
the aesthetic is okay. The sound of it is just funny. It fits. It fits. It fits the aesthetic. It fits the mix. But like, I'm just not a fan of like, I'm not a fan of a bassist like throwing up in a in a kitchen
fair
sink
enough.
while playing a bass solo type of sound.
Fair enough,
It
fair
works here. I'm just not a fan of that.
See, I wasn't even commenting on the tone because I love the tone. I was just the choice to
fucking
drop
funny.
the guitars and do a bass solo right here is super awesome.
That's a good choice.
I love
That's a good
it.
choice.
It is so
The tone
good.
is fucking funny. It's just funny.
And the
funny.
way that the melody's maintained by the guitars ringing out over the whole thing is just so good. It's so good. I backed up way too far, but this guitar, is this a harmonized guitar or is this a chorusing
Yes, it
effect?
is.
No, it's an harmony.
Oh
You
wow.
hear the intervals playing like in the left channel or something.
I mean, because it's playing so fast, so I was like, how? You know, it's just
You
yeah.
learn, you adapt to like hearing fast melodic passages like that, and like distinguish two guitars from each other. So
Wow, because it sounded harmonized, but then it was just so fast. I was like, is this actually a chorusing effect? Or yeah, that's wow. I mean, just yeah, mind
Your brain
blown.
deteriorated on slow breakdowns. You
Yeah,
you're
probably.
not your brain is not suited for fast playing. You know?
That's true, though. I mean, you're absolutely 100% correct that the only time I ever hear harmonized guitars is during slow breakdowns. That's funny as fuck. But yeah, it's true. Bring in the bass. That was super cool. And the outro was seemed way different than everything else. It just kind of, or at least am I missing where this was played before, or is this kind of...
It's kind of a variation of the intro riff, actually. It's just a
like,
reform of the same riff.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's like an evolution of the... Because it sounded familiar, but it sounded also way different, which was kind of cool. That was awesome.
Same scale, same notes, just a different organization and order of the notes.
That's awesome. That's super cool. And kind of bold. It's a bold artistic choice to put kind of a different passage right at the very end. So yeah, that's cool. That's really good. Deceive the pain. This is awesome. This is really good. Oh man, this is very, very good.
You barely heard a second.
Yeah, well, so far the whole album, I mean.
All right.
Oh, 10 out of 10 song. We can move on to the next one. JK, LOL. That was so cool. Oh wow, that whole passage there leading up to the drop in was just so cool. Oh man, I gotta hear that again. I'm so sorry. I have to. That was so good. This whole 30 seconds. It's the bass guitar doing its thing, and then you've got the asymmetrical guitar work here, and then the dropout, it's playing on the one side, and then just builds, and then the fucking it's just so good. It's so good. It's so perfect. Yes. Yes. Okay, so is it just me, or are the vocals not quite as tight here as it has in all of the other songs so far?
You are correct.
No, it's definitely not just you.
Okay, I was just wondering, because the whole time I'm sitting here and going, it sounds good, but it just seems not quite as tight. Like he's just not quite nailing it.
I was impressed by the intro, like some riffs in the intro, and then the intro was just over, and now it's just back to the boring stuff, and I'm like, wait, what? I'm waiting for the intro riffs to come back at any point, because like that stuff was good, but like now it's like okay-ish.
It's just
Fair
there
enough.
passages like these that are not quite perfect are just it feels good, because it's like, okay, cool, so I'm listening to fallible people, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's like everything is so perfect, and then we get to a point where it's like, oh, thank God I don't have to. It's like there's actual humans behind this, because it's just not quite perfect. But I mean, it still sounds okay. I mean, but yeah, not quite nailing it there, but good. All right, let's keep it going. I don't want to back up that far. So Soul Strings, you're not into the just, because this whole passage feels like sheer sonic violence, just like pure sound violence, and it's just that's my jam. I like that a lot, where it's just like really loud and aggressive.
It absolutely lacks any memorable melodic riffs. It lacks any specific like chord progression that like it just like stands at one chord and it just noodles around the same like pedal tone or something like that, or just like quickly just circles around the same idea or something like that. Sure, like it goes hard, but like it has little to no like musical track development, riff development, melody representation or whatever. It sounds fucking boring to me.
Okay.
It goes hard. I sure enjoy some like good like headbanging shit. Like yesterday I was just so mad. I was just like blasting and like Anal Natrach at like full volume at like 2006 2007 albums. Like that's like wall of noise with like anger and hatred, like purest concentrated hatred. That's the type of music. Like this one, yeah, that's pretty much like similar vibe. I mean, like it's more on the on like thrash metal side, but still.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah.
I prefer more melodic, more riff development, like melodic development approach to like song building. So I'm still waiting for the riffs from the intro to come back. Wake me up when it happens. Okay?
I mostly agree with your observations. I mean, it's maybe my least favorite song on the album because I'm not really that kind of like thrash guy. I'm more like a melodic death guy. But like subsequent listens and actually playing it has like bumped it up a bit for me because it is fun to play, and it probably will sound better with like the full band in the stage, and like that energy I think transmits better when you are on the spot with the band.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. It will go hard live. It will go hard as fuck. I'm like 100% sure.
Because Osoch brings up a really good point there. That I mean, because when I'm listening to this song, I'm imagining it, in the pit type of thing. And whenever you listen to those like MySpace metalcore bands that did those boring breakdowns, it bam bam, pss, dum bam bam bam, that kind of shit. It sounds boring on a CD, I guess. But somebody dies in the pit,
Yeah.
And yeah, this is a passage where they are killing people. They are actually murdering each other in the pit because it's so violent.
They have another like band member who just like, okay, next song, guys, and then like, start a chainsaw, and he just goes down the stairs into the like, okay, who's ready to die?
Yeah, it's
I'm
good.
Like, 1, 2,
awesome.
3, 4. I don't know, like chainsaw in the crowd.
Yeah, I love your chainsaw noises.
What? Okay, whatever.
All right, let's go. Yes. Hang on, I'm trying to figure out if that was a tempo change or if that was just double time.
It slowed down, like after the busy part, ended, it like slowed down at the end, and then like I think it felt like a slowdown, like maybe a minute before that. So I don't know. Now it goes faster.
Yeah.
Now it just.
I think it
was
is a double
slowdown,
time
and now
with a double
it's not
time
a
with a
double
tempo.
time.
No, it's
not a double time. It's maybe like 10 BPM change or something.
Well, what I mean by double time is
Yeah,
like we
Boris.
went from 4 count to 2 step.
Yeah, but the tempo itself has changed, not just the feel,
Right.
not just the groove.
I was trying to figure out if there was an actual tempo change or if it was just the time signature. And it was both. I liked this whole slower passage. That's like the old, like classic thrash metal. That was good stuff. That was the good stuff. Because I grew up on like the first metal band. Because I don't think you would. Is Styx considered?
Not the Sticks again.
Is Styx considered a metal band? No, American rock
Keep
band.
bringing them up like every single.
That's
fucking
like
time.
it was the first CD I ever bought with my own money. I was like 13 years old and I had saved up my allowance for like 2 weeks to buy a Styx CD.
Heavy Song in Existence and stuff like that.
Yes. Renegade I thought was the hardest song ever made, So no, it's like arena rock or whatever. So no, but the first like metal song that I had ever heard was "Sad But True" by Metallica, and I was just like, because it was so heavy, and I didn't even have a concept of what heavy was until I was exposed to it. And so now, when I hear thrashy metal that's like slower and heavier. That's yes, it just makes my butthole moisten. It's so good. Very nice.
So you decided to end the song on the good stuff. Okay.
Yeah, that's very hype for me.
It's like I heard the intro, then it was just thrash metal. Okay, I'll be in a moment. And they're like, at the end, okay, here's the intro riffs again. Like, this is cool. Whatever happened in the middle, it just like my mind just like white noise, blank screen. Like I have no memory of what happened in the middle of the song. It's like, intro good, outro good. What happened in the middle? None of my business.
That was
That
good.
was good.
I liked it. I mean, the only because the vocals seem to have gotten off track a couple of times in the last one. He wasn't necessarily as tight. He wasn't as on it. But I think overall there were still some headbang worthy passages that were really, really good. So all right. Whisper of the Fallen. Let's check it out. It's a shorter one. I expect more violence. Actually, maybe I'm just brain broken by.
You'll never be born again. You'll never die again. You forever be stuck here in eternity.
I mean, like this. It sounds like Dead Eternity by In Flames. Okay.
Oh.
It has this like middle part where the bass starts playing and then like the vocals get introduced. It sounds like that.
Well,
it
I
sounds
was
very, very close to it.
I was gonna say that I was expecting more violence because maybe I'm brain broken by grindcore. Whenever I see shorter songs, I expect them to be more violent. But
It's an interlude, I guess.
It's pretty much an interlude.
that was interesting.
That ending.
Okay, I adore this. I love
Yes.
I love the percussiveness of the muted guitars. First of all, because like it sounds so like crispy and accurate. I love that. I love the conga drums. I think it's the conga drums.
There's a cajon. Cajon.
I heard
Cajon.
the
Cajon. Cajon, alright?
I heard the cajon.
There's
Yes,
like a-
I loved the
There's
cojones.
timbales.
The
there's
cojones were
bongos,
so good.
congas, and some
Timbales.
Bongos.
Okay,
some other percussion.
so timbales, I couldn't really hear them. I mean, probably heard like it wasn't
You
like
probably heard like some feels.
yeah. Like the feels like it wasn't like constant. Conga, what else? Like bongo drums maybe?
Yeah.
Bongo,
Like,
yeah.
I heard some like
Definitely.
high pitched drums as well, so it might be just bongos. What else? Line bell at the end. I love line bell. Everyone loves line bell.
Yeah.
I think like in English, most of the folks for some reason call line bell bar chimes. Just like
Yeah, they-
what? It's line bell. It's not bar chimes. Fuck off. But yeah, I love it. Mostly because of the muted guitar
Mhm.
and yeah, and all the drums and like everything else that is just percussive. Yeah,
Yeah, I wanna comment
Beautiful.
on this particular
Beautiful.
song because I was saying this to Gasav the other day that this song was my first like my first collaboration with him.
Yes.
Like we were in class and he was writing this, and
You were
he said to me, "Hey,
17 years old, friend.
do you want to write a solo for a song I'm writing?" I'm sure, and he shows me the Guitar Pro file, and I just wrote the I guess you could call it solo, the acoustic solos, you could call it like that. So it was like the first time I worked on something Earth related, and it was also the last song I mixed, and it was
Oh.
the and it was like the orchestra. I wrote the orchestra too, so it was like the first thing I worked on for this project and the last thing I worked on for this project. So it's like I don't know if it like came full circle or something.
Well, it was very good. Did you record all of the screams?
Yeah, I work
Not me, he did.
I work in the voice dubbing industry, and I asked some voice actor friends to record some shouting in the concept of the history behind the album. Here you are like encountering to these ghost-like memories that are haunting your mind and taking out your humanity.
Cool.
So those screams are like memories, and they are circling like vultures in your mind, like consuming every kindness and humanity from you and transforming you into a total demoralized person. So that's why it comes from this song, Deceive the Pain, that is just pure violence and straight punch in the face metal, and then you have this contrast with an acoustic and instrumental song with a shouting in the atmosphere, because it's a point of transition in the history of the character of the album.
Well, that's cool. That's super cool. I was expecting like, you know, samples or something, but that was like, yeah, cool. That's good. I like it when people go the extra mile to actually produce their own things. Like, for instance, at the beginning of one of my songs, there's it's like supposed to be opening a beer and like pouring it in a glass. I actually went to the store and I bought a can of 7-Up and I opened it in front of the microphone, like I opened 3 or 4 of them to make the perfect sound, and then I poured it like 15 times, you know, and that whatever, just that little extra effort is super duper worth it, and yeah, and it really came out very good. And
Fully shit is good. Fully
Yeah, actually,
perfection is good.
the only thing that's sampled in this song is the orchestra because all the percussions were recorded and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
that's
Sounds
awesome.
very lively. Like this interlude, it just breathes. You know.
Very
You
good.
can just
I
feel
agree.
it. It's just like, delicious, tasty, yummy.
All right, well, let's keep it going. New Rain. Pretty sure we've heard this one before.
Yeah, this was a lyric video.
Yes. By the way, releasing on CD. What the fuck am I? CD print. I can't remember what the what it's called. There's the people that I use to print CDs do really good work, and it's really cheap.
Kunaki.
And I can't remember what it's called, but they've always come through for me, and then they've saved everything. So anytime I go back, even like it's been almost 10 years since my first album, but like 5 years later I went back to them and I was able to print more CDs when I ran out, and they saved all of that, and it was really cool. I have to find when or who I was using for that. If you're looking for recommendations, if not, I'll fuck off.
No, it's welcome.
Okay, cool. All right, let's keep going. just, I love how the bass guitar just kind of does its own thing sometimes, where it really leads the whole composition. It's so good. It is so good. It just warms my little heart. It's just really good. The bass guitar, is a widely neglected instrument, and I'm really glad to see it getting some spotlight in lots of these new projects that I've been listening to, like Blood, Last, and Earth, are both, where the bass guitar really comes out and is really utilized to its fullest potential. Because I think the only commercial band that I've heard that really does that is the one that I bring up all the time. I think it's As Blood Runs Black. What is it called? Ground Zero. As Blood Runs Black has an album called Ground Zero, and their bass guitar in that album is really, really good. So yeah, but that was 2014. So I can name 3 projects that have the bass guitar that's like a lead instrument, and yeah. So anyway. Very nice. The Path to Chaos. Sweet.
This is one of my other favorites. So.
Oh, cool. One real quick note here on the ring out on the right guitar. You see it when as it resonates through different frequencies, as it rings out. I desperately am trying to figure out how to have that not happen, and I cannot figure it out.
Like phasing or something?
Right, I'm not entirely sure where it goes. You know what I mean?
It's kind of phasing, I would say.
Like
that's how waves travel in space.
But I've never, because there's like when you do when you listen to commercial releases or whatever, you'll have ring outs and it will just be like and it'll be one.
I think I know why.
Once,
I think I know what you mean. I mean, because I'm hearing the streaming mono. I don't hear, but describing it. It's probably because it was slightly out of tune. So maybe the octave, for example in the power chord, maybe the top note or the bottom note was slightly off tune to the other, so it's whoa,
So it created the phasing within the chord.
Well, but it's not.
Totally.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's not a product of the tune, because it can be tuned perfectly. There's the more involved part of tuning is the proper intonation, and I don't know how to do that. And
not only that, but you also have to not overpress the fret, because you can go sharp.
Yeah, true.
So you gotta be very conscious about that.
Press the string just enough to hit the notes and to avoid the ringing.
Yeah.
Don't press it too
Exactly.
hard, as if your frets are like scalloped or something.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
That's been a that right there, and that's another thing that I like about listening to, not commercial releases, not the big studio bands or whatever. When I hear things like that, little imperfections and things that I'm personally unable to cope with because I can't figure out how to fix it. That's just like yes.
So it's like, oh, they also do this thing.
Right.
It's
It
not just
feels
me.
more human. It feels real, because
It's not just me fucking it up.
right. We're getting to a situation like in the modern
We're
era
friends.
where they're basically where music is all just basically generated by computers, and so having human elements like this is like, yes, oh my god, I'm listening to an actual real person playing music. So yeah.
It sounds like shit. Thank you. I played it myself. Yeah, I can hear that.
Kill me. But anyway, let's keep going. Yes. Yeah. This is a proper breakdown, and then I love that. That's a deep, like ringy snare drum.
That's a more of an American type of breakdown, but with a proper melodic death sound design.
Yeah.
It's so
It's
good.
interesting.
And then, yeah, that's awesome. There was something here. That right there, on that drop, did you add anything to that, or is it treated, or is it just the way everything came together?
I mean, the whole drop was like mostly just the instruments. So like, I added the delay with the vocal. I added that little thing that you hear, like that kind of sound.
Yeah.
It's like I grabbed the sample that the vocal sample that played after the first chorus,
Mm-hmm.
and I just like destroyed it.
Yeah.
So like I just put it through some random shit, like a multi-effect plugin that does like very weird shit, and it just turned out with that sound. So like hey, let's use it with the drop. Fuck it.
That's cool. So is there any treatment on the low end? Because it sounds like there's like a explosion or like a bassy boom.
Yeah,
Impact?
well, I mean,
Impact.
there's
Impact?
there are layers of like there's like 2 impacts. When the actual breakdown hits, like the drum velocity, because I programmed the drums, so like the drum velocity, I just went all full on 127 MIDI, so to give it like all this huge intensity. And there's also a synth sub bass on the bending, so like it's all like so powerful.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was asking about. Was that I was like, is there a sub bass added to it? Because you can really hear it. It sounds like it's a really, really big impact. And I was like, yeah. So yeah, turning up or adding sub bass and then turning up the velocity on the drums right there. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, cool. Super good. Super good. That was so good. Yeah, that was very awesome.
That song.
I can see why, because it was like it's got the thrash elements that speak to me. It had that proper breakdown in it, and then it also had that, just the veneer of the melodic death over top. It was just very, very good from top to bottom. Human elements in it too, ironically, given the the title of the album. But yeah, really good. Really, really good stuff. I like that a lot. Cool. So, Decomposition of Minds. Let's do it. Yes.
Society
Oh, cool. Yes. I think I heard a slight rasp of horns in the left speaker during that. Were there like brass instruments being played there?
Yeah,
That was awesome.
yeah, they were.
But it was
Well,
like
they were mostly, like,
subtle.
Whole orchestra
Early in the-
playing there.
It was a whole orchestra, yeah.
That was really, really cool. And then the retard as we went into the outro was a really cool
Yeah.
choice. Just super good. That was masterful. That was really very good. I liked that one a lot. A lot.
Yeah, this song I like. I didn't hear the orchestra until I was provided the multi tracks for mixing.
Mm-hmm.
But like for the longest time, this was like the most boring song for me, and I said so to Asaf. Like, bro, I think your outro is very long. Like nothing's happening until I heard when the orchestra was like written, and I heard it with that. I was like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah. It was good. It was very, very good. Yeah. It was a welcome addition to everything else, and it really, really set it off for sure. Yeah. Very good. All right. The next one is called Denizens.
This is another favorite.
Another favorite. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff. Oh, that ending with the bass guitar slide, that was, oh man, that set that off so good. Oh, man, that was so good. I loved that so much. Woo! Oh, that's just so good. One more time. Oh yeah. Oh, wow. Dude, holy shit. That whole passage there was just insane.
Yeah.
That was
It's
insane.
massive. That's a massive like step into like tech bro death territory type of
Yeah,
shit.
definitely.
It was so good. It was incredible. It was like it just kept climbing and climbing and then getting more complex and then just wow. That had to have taken a long time to write, to figure that out, and to put all that together was just wow, it was really incredible.
Yeah, Gasov, how long did it take you to write that part?
It was interesting because this whole section was an experiment. It was
Oh no.
in an era I was trying to do something like that, some crazy riffing, some crazy build up, some crazy stuff, and just trying to make something that worked enough. And I don't know, I usually don't stay up infinite hours writing stuff. It just, if I feel inspired, I just sit down and try to write something. So maybe this whole song, in all the process of making, took like 6 months, maybe, trying to making everything work together. So it just feel like three different songs based in one unique piece. So yeah, it was one of the longest songs in terms of time of composition, because I was having a hard time trying to figure out how to make this song works. And it was until it was recorded with the vocals that I liked more the song. I was nervous about releasing this because it's a bit more complex, a bit more technical, progressive. But it's seeming that a lot of people like it a lot. No.
Yeah, it's definitely the like most distinct song in the album, in my opinion. Like, it doesn't really, it's not really as, it doesn't have the same vibe as the other songs in the album. And with this whole section, is like you don't really expect it with what I heard before. Like, the album's relatively simple in terms of like riffing and structure, but like this whole thing is like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It was it felt highly experimental, but not too far out there. It's not like what Crashy Tunes type of shit, but it's it was very good. Yeah, I can definitely hear the love and attention that went into it, because it really came together, but was also really highly experimental and super worth it. Super worth it. Very good. All right, let's keep it going. very good. That was definitely a like, because I feel like when you have an album that's like good, you know, you have a whole album that's really good, there's always the one song that is like the 10 out of 10 perfect song that is just like just so good, and that was definitely it so far for sure.
Not for me. Definitely not for me.
Really?
Absolutely. This is just a 7, maybe a 6.
Oh, wow. That they took the chance. Like, not, they didn't take a chance, they took the chance on that very highly experimental passage, and I think it really paid off. I think it paid off in dividends. It was very, very good.
I like the ideas. I like the arrangement. I like the execution. I like the mixing. I don't like the music. Simple.
Well, all right then. I guess that's all there is to it.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next one. A World of Lies. This
That's
is
the
a longer
longest
one.
song.
Yes, it's a longer one. I see. Cool. Interesting. Yes. Dude, it's just it goes from like heavy stuff to like driving beats that are really like, you know, propelling forward, really driving beats are super good, and then it just goes into it drops out and drops into the fast stuff. It's fucking, this is really good. This is a journey. It does not feel like it's been 5 minutes. Like, yeah, this is really cool. I like that a lot. That was an interesting choice there. The bass guitar. I'm thinking, what is happening here? Is the bass guitar going so high in the notes that it's not really conveying anything to the lower frequencies? Because it sounded kind of dry on the bottom end for that part.
It's
Yeah, I
just
mean,
the rhythm
that-
guitars just dropped out. That's all.
Yeah, the rhythm drop. That section was like very strange to mix, because I feel that the guitars are out of tune, but then I check, like I went through like an autotune thing, and they are technically in tune.
It's
but
just
they
a weird
just, like-
interval, you know? It's like, like
It's probably that, and the execution, like the way they were
fourth. I
recorded,
think
like,
it's like in fourth.
and the bass, like, because the guitars are so high up in the register, like the bass doesn't really do much to hold like weight. But I mean, I just play with that to like make the impact in the next section to like hit harder.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's what you're feeling.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, it did feel like it was slightly out, the at least the harmonized guitars, if that's what you're talking about. But it didn't feel bad. Like it felt like it was it felt like an aesthetic choice. It felt proper. It didn't feel bad. I don't know how else to describe that.
All right.
Yeah, but cool. let's back it up a little bit and keep going. Excellent.
That was
Impious King.
interesting. That was interesting because I like the chorus and the part after the chorus because like it just kept like playing the same riff but slightly more complex, and there are this like one tiny little passage before like dropping into like the verse part. So like the chorus riff and the riff after the chorus, that was the good stuff in that one song. I also like the first part of the song, the first part of the solo, like before the modulation. It was also kind of cute, but the chorus was just like the chorus, and the part after the chorus is just like very good. That's my thing.
Nice.
All right. So this next one is called Impious King. Let's check it out.
This is one of my personal favorites of the album.
Excellent. Good to know. My brain immediately went to Doom 3. I'm like, there you go. Yes, the Slam Worldwide noise.
Fuck off.
Oh, this riff is super good. This riff goes fucking hard as shit. I love this right here. Oh, that's so good. That was cool. That was interesting. I don't know if I've ever heard that before, where it kind of, for just a second, it sounded like it was in a tunnel. That was a neat little underline. Cool. I'm sorry?
A little effect, that's all I said.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that was awesome. That was so cool. That was very good. That was very, very good. Yeah. I think I've said all I needed to say about that one. It was so good. I liked that a lot.
Yeah, it's also one of my favorites. It's kind of like where I see the band going, like in this kind of direction, because little spoiler, the second album is like almost done.
Sweet.
Like written, not recorded.
Yeah.
So,
They written.
and I mean, Gasaft wrote its entirety too. So like when I heard it, it's like you're getting more like more atmospheric. You're going more a bit experimental too. So it's kind of like this song sounds like it's going to that sound that in the future.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah. Super cool. I like it. Well, I mean, I'm ready for more already. We've only got 3 songs left. It's gonna end. Why can't you just make albums that are
Time for
literally
this song
infinite?
for once.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so let's keep it going. that riff that that shit is so good. That's like it's as good as the first time I heard it. I feel like it's just like a proper melodic death metal riff. It's so good.
Exactly.
I find it funny that we have what I would say arguably is the darkest song in the album, and it's followed up by the most uplifting.
Yeah. It's good.
Like, I find that the contrast very funny.
I love it.
It's very good, but I find it very funny.
Yeah, it's the only way to do it. It's like there was a tweet recently of a video from what's his fucking name? He's one of those late night TV show hosts. Oh my God, Jimmy Kimmel, I think. It's so fucking funny. This video of what was it? This ridiculous cut to Jimmy Kimmel or something, I think was his name. It wasn't I can't remember, but she's talking he's interviewing a girl, and she's talking about, it's not Jimmy Kimmel. I can't remember the guy's name, but anyway, she's talking about like sexual assault and like rape and all this other shit, and she's going on about how this is like a huge problem, and it cuts to him, and he's got like his hair's messed up and he has purple paint on his face, and he's like looking like an actual clown, and it was just so funny. So like, yeah. It was really funny. But anyway,
The fuck?
so yeah, the contrast is great. It's great. Anyway. Okay, I'm sorry, I found it. We have to see this. It's so fucking funny.
All right, show me.
Are
Show me.
you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Found, which was this
So-
common thread of disassociation. You know, fame is a privilege, but it's also traumatic to people who, well, anybody. It can be traumatic to anybody, but specifically minors. And I think that it was interesting talking to the participants of the film, because I noticed that there were chunks of memories or chunks of times that we all don't remember. And I think that's a direct response to trauma.
Yeah. And what's out there that can be done is being done right now?
One of the common things that I found, which was
I have no
Okay, what the
idea.
fuck?
I have no
Okay.
idea why he looks like that,
What?
but oh, it's so fucking funny. Yeah.
I'm sorry?
So yeah, the contrast between, the most serious song on the album to, the most lighthearted one is yeah.
I mean, lyrically, it's not lighthearted, but like it's.
Yeah,
but
the
music
lyrics are
is in,
kind of.
But it
like,
feels
major or major
yeah.
lead and something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, the emotion or not the emotion conveyed, but like the feeling that it gives. It's like yeah. Okay, well, let's continue. excellent. As good as the first time.
No, this
You know what?
was
What also I
definitely.
find funny?
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
know what
find
you're
that,
saying.
What the last lyric? It
Yeah.
translates like "this has no end," and the song fucking ends.
I like that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's great.
Ironic. So ironic.
Cool.
But yeah, so far this is my favorite song of the album. Like
Apogeo.
we're almost done with the entire album, and I can say that this is the best one. This is clearly the best one for me.
Oh, don't forget my name.
That's nice. That's nice.
No. The previous one that
Oh,
we just
oh.
listened.
Yeah, it's very good.
I have no idea what this song is gonna be about. We have like 2 more songs. So.
All right.
Don't forget my name was the first song you reacted to. It was the music video back in May,
Oh,
and
interesting.
this one stands out as my favorite song of the album just because of the moment I was living in terms of personal stuff. This is the fastest making song. I took 3 days to make this whole song. It was just a endless rush of trying to just write and finish it, and I felt like it was my most melodic and most well made song in terms of structure. I don't know, it just feels so easy to listen, and I vibe with it so much with the lyrics that these lyrics of this specific song, don't forget my name, were the ones that make me make this full album a conceptual stuff because of the story behind the lyrics. I usually don't write the lyrics about personal stuff. I usually just use the emotions I feel to inspire the lyrics, and the specific moment I was living when I wrote this down make it extra special for me because I feel like it's the best song I've written for my own perspective. So that's why also I choose this as the first single, and yeah, pretty much.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, let's check it out. It's actually quite surprising if you just like threw this together in 3 days, because it still retains the level of complexity that I've come to expect from Earth. So I mean, it's still very, very good. You clearly have not. Maybe it just kind of came together, but like, is that what you're saying, that you, because it doesn't feel like it was like a rushed thing, you know? It doesn't feel rushed. It feels like that maybe it just came together well, or yeah. Walk me through this.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I remember writing the intro riff in April 2016. I was just waking up after a party at a friend's house, and I just came up with it, and I couldn't keep up with it, so I leave it in the drafts. And it was like maybe a couple of months later, I remember it existed, waking up in the middle of the night and just listen to it, and started to listening on repeat until something came up. And from that moment on, I was even during classes in the computer just writing stuff and think about stuff. And yeah, I feel like even if it was done in 3 days, it doesn't feel like you say like it's rushed, or it feels like improvised. Right? So it made me feel really proud that I could make such song in so few days, you know. So yeah, that's quite the feeling I have with this song, comparing with Denizens, that took me 6 months approximately of writing. One song that took me a lot of time was Impious also. I remember working all day introspection in the airport because I was bored waiting for my flight to take off. So it just, sometimes it comes in the most random moments, and it may take one song of the second album has been in the draft for maybe 8 years and it's not finished yet, right? So yeah, sometimes it is like it is.
I mean, it really, really came together. I mean, obviously, it's not as complex and interesting as Denizens was. Denizens is a step above, I think, everything. I think Denizens really, really showed itself. If you took 6 months to write it, it really shows. But this still, I think, is still pretty good. Yeah, it's still really, really, really well done. So
Thank you.
all right, let's keep it going. I definitely remember this part, because the drums.
The cojones.
Yes, the cojones.
Can you stop it?
Yes, I remember the cojones. It was very good.
It has cojones, not cajones.
Cajones? Oh my God.
It has cojones, like it has balls, but it does not have cajones. Like
You're right. I remember saying, yeah, is that cojones? But yes. Oh, shit. Okay. Super good. Oh no, it's over. We have one song left. It's so over.
Another joke. Endless nightmare. Endless. And it's the end of the album.
The end. Yeah, that's awesome. I love it. So who is? I'm sorry. Feliu Olalde.
Feliu Olalde is a friend of mine I met a couple 6 years ago. He auditioned to a band I was producing at the time. Not worth mentioning, they did nothing, so yeah. But he's a really good player. really neoclassical inspired, like this vibe of Ingrid Malmsteen, but mixed with melodic death metal and technical death metal. And I asked him to make a solo for the album. He liked to make something more trashy like, but you're gonna get quite surprised by the solo because it's pretty melodic. It's not what you expect from a thrash metal solo at all, and I'm pretty happy with the result. Right now, he's a solo artist. He's starting his own project, but yeah, it's the only collaboration in the album. Came just like randomly in those like drunk talks you have with a friend at 3 a.m. and that actually end up like realizing, right? So yeah, he's just a really good and talented friend from the Mexican metal scene.
Okay. Did he have? Does he have other projects?
He has in the making. He's releasing his first EP. I think he told me by March. He's in the last steps of producing. He's in the early steps of mixing. So yeah, it's coming soon. I'm going to let you know when it's up so you can check it out. So yeah, his music is coming out soon.
Okay, cool deal. We'll have to check that out when he does. So be sure to link us when it drops.
Sure thing, we will.
All right, let's check it out. Last one. That little fade in right there, a common problem that you did not have, a common problem that I have with like fade ins and stuff is that it's usually a single synth, and it's usually what happens is that like we were discussing earlier on the first track we listened to, we would have people's where the compressor would be running at full speed for the whole composition,
Right.
and then you'll have the single synth be the only thing that is adding the swell, where it's like shh. And so the swell will end up being way fucking louder than everything else, and it appears that you've compensated really well for it, because that came together really nicely. So
Yeah, I mean the album is like it is mastered loud, but I think one thing that people don't really do much is doing like volume automations in the mastering process. So like this swell like was actually louder. So in the mastering I actually automated the volume to like pump it down a bit to
Mhm.
keep that dynamic, you know? It's something that I don't see many do.
no,
And
not
I
anymore.
don't really like, and I don't really push my mixes too hard anyway. So I try to like keep dynamics as much as possible.
Because that's as far as I understand, that's one of Soulstring's main problems with like Slam Worldwide is that every single mix is literally just trying to be as loud as possible.
It's the same song.
Yeah.
And it's
the same song.
Yes. And it's basically
A
the
channel
exact same.
of one song, okay? Under different names, under different bands. A channel of one song. Let's call it like Slam Worldwide, this song, you know?
Right. Because as she correctly identifies, like every single guitar tone is basically the same. Every single mixing style where you hide the bass guitar behind the guitar is also the same. I think even the drums sound almost all the same. Like they're all using the same samples almost. Not literally,
They sound
but
good, but they're using like the same industry standard of like mixing the drums or something like that.
yes.
It's like it works. It works well with the mix. It works well for that kind of
It's
music.
boring.
So they just use it everywhere.
Right, and that's one thing that a lot of people miss, is that something else that I've mentioned earlier is that having a commercial release like what is standard across the industry is that you'll get a lot of the same sounds, and I think that mixing and mastering is as much of an art form as it is in everything else, but people seem to tend to treat it as if it were just like a tool. It's not like mixing and mastering is like painting. It's not like hammering. It's not like a screwdriver or socket set or whatever. It's not like that. It's as much of an art form, but it's treated, especially on like Slam Worldwide and those types of what do you call those, compilation channels or promotional channels or whatever, tend to all be the same. Grind War isn't, though. Grind War is usually really good. It has a varied sound. But
Yeah, true.
But yeah, Slam Worldwide is an example of mass-produced angst or whatever.
This party said on the server once, when like I told him like I don't like Slam Worldwide, and he said, "Oh yeah, I don't like Poser Slam," or something,
Yeah.
or like Hipster Slam or something like that. I mean like that shit. I mean, and then he just linked the real stuff, and I was like, oh, actually Slam can be good. Huh?
Yeah. Slam is one of my favorites, but I don't listen to many of those Slam Worldwide bands. So anyway, let's keep this one going before we endlessly. Okay, sorry. That was awesome. So at the intro of that solo, is that what I understand correctly as a dive bomb when it?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's so cool. I don't know how to do that.
That was just thrash metal. That was just like Slayer that's I don't know what else to say.
It does. You're correct that yeah, it does have a Slayer vibe
I
to
mean,
it.
a good quarter of the album sounded like Slayer.
Well, I mean, it is. What did you call it? Thrashy melodic death metal.
Just thrash metal. It was like, yeah, like on the thrashier melodic death metal side, but like it's getting so much closer to like just thrash metal with harsh vocals. I don't know.
Yeah, the whole like genre naming got a bit out of hand because I just mentioned like it is thrash metal, but it gives me like melodic vibes too, and every like reviewer and everything else they're like naming it primarily melodic death. So
I mean,
like
I
I'm not
just, like-
surprised that people are like
I
this is
treat
not
it the
really
other
melodic,"
way
but
around.
some
I treat
yeah,
it
but
as
some people are actually saying this is very melodic death.
I mean, like, I treat it like melodic death metal that is just very, like, thrash metal adjacent. And
Alright, yeah.
so... But still, I mean... The vocals and the technical aspect of the music, I guess. The complexity of certain, like, structures, riffs in general, some, like, compositional decisions where, like, speed ups and slow downs. It is more on the melodic death metal side, I would say.
Yeah.
Thrash, I guess the vibes are thrashy, the tempo, the aggression, the riffing style, I guess. And I don't know what else, but like, okay. Okay.
I would put Earth probably right there. If you have a spectrum between, the perfect mix is right here, where it's like the perfect line between thrash and melodic death metal. If that's the center line, I would put Earth about right there, about a little more on the thrashy side, but it's got melodic death metal elements to it. Not pure thrash. Not, I don't think it's quite a perfect mix. It's more thrash than anything else, but yeah, but it's not like not closer to pure thrash than anything. So I see where you're coming from.
I agree.
And as far as I understand, and she can correct me if I'm wrong, but Soul Strings is not a fan of thrash metal, period.
Exactly.
Yes.
Unless it's blackened thrash. Because
I like
you
that
can-
one too.
you can blackenize, I mean, that's a word, right? Blackenize any like metal genre and it will sound good. Blackened.
Yeah, you can
hardcore,
find a list
blackened-
of like blackened genres at blacked.com. That was bad. That was not good. Okay.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we've got 2 minutes of this left, and I'm just dreading it for it to be over, because this was very good. This was
Magic Pink Horse
probably
in the chat is right. You can blackenize even colors like blue.
Yeah.
there you go,
If you get
blackenized
black
blue,
and blue.
blackened blue.
Black and blue metal.
There you go.
Get it? Get it? Get it?
So, all right, let's keep it going.
I'm not sure if Gazaft is familiar with black and blue, but like we have a dude.
No, he's a running musician too.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean like
All
we
right.
have a dude named Black and Blue, and he makes pretty cool stuff.
I found
That's a show business.
not, this is not what I want. I found an old 2019 BronyCon con book, and I was gonna ask if you guys recognize any of these names.
Can you like zoom in or something?
I am zoomed in.
Even
I
more.
recognize like half of them.
Because I don't recognize Hollow
Seventh
Point.
Element. Okay, Hollow Point, never heard of them. Seventh Element, no, I know Seventh Element. I know Joan Kansas. I know Euronigma. I know Geek Brony. I know Loop Hoof.
Yeah.
Elatif, I don't think I know Elatif.
I don't know him.
Flight Rush, never heard of them. Rectify, I know her. Changeling, I know. Stretch Attack. I don't know. I know Stretch Attack.
Stretch Attack.
Vinotastic, yes. Violet Pony, yes. Garnica, yes. Garnic, I recognize the name. Silverhound, fuck him, but like, okay. Mr. Creeper, yes, of course. Black Griffin, basic, okay. BP Super Band.
That was
the
the
Bronicons.
Yeah, it was the Brony Palooza Super Band. That was L Train, Rockin' Brony or whatever.
It was like 20 people.
Yeah, it was a
Okay,
lot.
whatever. And Yurbi Brony, okay, I know her. So yeah, most of the names.
I know Seventh Element. I've heard of Geek Brony.
Several elephants.
Several elephants.
I forgot where this joke came from, but like I remember it was just like some, I don't know, meme. Like everyone's name was like butchered and it was like several elephants.
Is Geek Brony the one that does Pony Zone?
I'm not sure.
Don't know.
What is Pony Zone?
Well, shit. I think it's Geek Brony, right? Pony Zone. It's a song, or a series of songs. Yes, it is. Welcome to the Pony Zone. Don't listen to it. It's.
Huh?
Anyway, so
Okay,
Michelle Creeber and Black
okay.
Griffin, of course, everybody knows them. I think everyone
These
does.
three, and like I
Yeah.
think
Violet
Basic
Pony, I
is
think,
like
is another
Black
one.
Griffin's brother or something.
It's his brother, yeah.
But I recognize almost none of these names. Only like 3 or 4 of them. A Rectifier, I know that person, but yeah,
I recognized almost all of them. So yeah.
that's like the biggest. That show was huge. Not as cool as Nahem, but
It was really big, yes.
yeah.
Speaking of, just before we continue, like playing the end a bit more, do you still have the recording that you made of our
Of-
Mayhem set? Because you had it in a drive folder, and then one day I checked and there it was gone, and instead in its place were pictures of a car.
Oh.
So I don't know where it is anymore. Because the one I have in my channel is the audio is taken directly from the stream, and it kind of sucks. And your video sounded like, well, much better.
I'm sure, because I've got my hard drives over here. I'm sure I've got it if I do, but I thought I had posted it, or I think the only one I watched was like the one from the stream. Man, I can't remember. Because did I set up a camera? I don't know if I set up a camera. I can't remember
Yeah,
if I did or not.
I don't know if it was you or your girlfriend, but it was set up right beside the stage, and it
Oh,
was
yeah,
like
yeah.
getting the audio directly from the camera microphone.
Yeah, it was the girlfriend. I wouldn't have deleted it or anything. I know that for sure. So it's probably knocking around on a hard drive. I've got 3 or 4 just like hanging on this wall back here. So I'll have to go
Well,
through
if
them
you
and
find it, let me know.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, let's check out the rest of it. Let's see it.
Is that the gym? the gym. Oh wait, no. I thought it was someone like on a treadmill or something like that, like running in the gym.
He's running, yes.
I mean, yeah, but like, I didn't hear the shots first. Sounds like as if it was like on a treadmill or like a cycle, like a bicycle, like thingo.
That's it. That's the album.
Can't get
That's-
away.
Human Earth.
We are so disappointed that it's over, or at least I am. It just,
Oh man.
it's so good. It was so good. Basically from top to bottom. I'm not really sure how it could have been better. It was just so good. Wow.
Well, my rate is 6.5 out of 10 because
I'll
I
take
like the Apogeo song. This is like ultimate favorite. I like certain parts of A World of Lies because it like the chorus, some riffs, the transitions, and other things. The Whisper of the Fallen interlude is just like top quality. This is like
Nice,
my
nice.
pleasure. That was awesome. Generally, I really love the production on the album. Very crisp, very modern, very loud, but like it's not like too like over polished. It's not atrocious. It's not disgusting. It's not like too like overly sweet overproduction type of shit. I don't know. Sounds good. Sounds very good. Spot
I
on.
appreciate it.
Good tone, good bass tone, good guitar tone. I mean, at some points the bass did sound goofy, but like it fits the aesthetic and fits the atmosphere. I highly appreciate the lack of clean vocals because fuck those clean, fuck the clean singing. We're not here for that shit.
I couldn't disagree more, but I don't dispute that claim for this
I mean,
for this band.
for this
I
type of
agree
music,
entirely.
for this album, for this type of music, clean singing would just absolutely demolish it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like raw, untamed, absolutely like locomotive, just like straightforward and aggressive. I mean, for a fresh metal album, sure, that's gonna be it. No compromises whatsoever. So yeah, I guess the saddest part for me is that not too many, personally for me, not too many melodic and memorable riffs and melodies on solos. Solos sounded like almost always. Solos sounded very dumb, very just shredding for the sake of shredding. It was just cool, showcasing your skills, but like half the notes are completely off. And I mean, it's technically proficient, but it sounds so off. It doesn't fit the chord progression. Doesn't fit the song. It's very technical. It's very like show off y.
Alright.
It's
Yeah,
again
I-
fits the
okay.
thrash metal aesthetic, but I as as a melodic death metal lover, I prefer solos to be like maybe more on the simpler side, but more
Yeah, I agree.
thoughtful, more melodic, and in key at least. At the fucking least, play them in key. I swear. So
I tend to
yeah.
agree. In fact, I waited until the end. There's a couple things about the solo that you may not like realize, but I have a little secret about them. First off, I recorded all the solos. There are some that I wrote, like the whole solo section. Path to Chaos, I wrote those solos. Half of the solos in Human are mine. What other song?
The second
in
solo
World
of World of Lies, the second solo.
Yes,
Yeah.
the last solo of World of Lies is mine too. So I wrote those in like 2017. Like,
Ish.
yeah, it was a long time ago, so like I was not really proficient with guitar. I think I write much better now. The rest of the solos actually, Gazap wrote them in Guitar Pro, so like for not being a guitar player and
Yeah.
not having a guitar, like writing them, I think they're not terrible, you know. I'm not a huge fan, and he knows it, because recording them was a pain in the butt.
I'm sorry.
But I
Fine.
mean, it could have been
It's
worse.
okay.
And the reason they're so like spot on is because, well, I recorded the solos in like 2018, and I'm nowhere near being a shredder, so I recorded most of them at half speed. Lel.
Okay. Well, my complaint is mostly is mostly about the solos being off key. You know.
There was a couple of moments, but I don't know if it was off key or if it was just like the frequencies were bouncing around. 'Cause
Totally off key. Totally off
Okay.
key, which is fine for, I don't know, thrash metal. If you listen to like, I don't know, Raining Blood ending, for example,
yeah,
is there any key?
no,
The solo doesn't make any fucking sense.
but I think
so,
that's
like,
I thought that was the point, but
yes, exactly.
yeah,
So I guess for a thrash metal
Nahum
album,
Resurrection
the
when
solos are just like good.
I did not put
Just-
on Nahum. That was Sam. That was Brownie. I don't know what name he's going by now, but or these days. But he's cooking something up. We're thinking about putting on a show in a hotel room in Atlanta, Georgia. We're gonna do like a metal
Very
show
random, yes.
in a fucking hotel room. It's gonna bang.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I'm not sure if Nahum is ever gonna make it come back. I think Babs Khan stole the name Nahum and did like regular bog standard fucking dance music, and they called it Nahum.
Yeah.
Bastards. But yeah,
Absolutely not what Nathan.
right. There was 2 Nahums, but yeah, this show was fucking awesome. That was a really good show. It was a lot of fun. Not my best
I
performance.
loved it.
it was like a bad
I mean-
performance. I was nervous and I had been smoking too much. I couldn't scream, so I just kind of
And
yelled all the
You
lyrics.
had like 3 days to prepare too, so,
It was not good.
so
It was-
I didn't expect perfection, but like it is to this day my favorite show too.
It was the most fun that I've ever had on stage for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, it was good. That was fun. So I think we're good here actually. It's been 3.5
very much.
hours. I think it's going on what, like 10
So
o'clock?
for the post-stream shenanigans. And yeah, it's like 10 p.m. here.
Yes. I cannot hang around too long post stream, but I can for a little bit.
We will.
But okay, so that's good. We appreciate y'all joining us for this album review.
Good
Thank you very
album.
much.
Good album.
Thank
good
you,
album.
thank
Thank you for having us.
All
This
right.
full journey since the first release of the first song in May until now, the release of the album. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your words. Thank you for everything and the space for you to show the music. I really appreciate it. And well, you have a new viewer here. I didn't knew about your channel. Osoch introduced me to this, and I like the overall feeling, like this chill space to listen to new music, and you know, it's a good channel. I'm going to hang around here from now on to discover some new stuff also.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's the vibe we're going for. Is just, yeah, chill, listening to new music, small people, and yeah, just kind of, yeah, just chilling. It's good.
Constantly arguing.
Yeah. Well, all right then. We will see you all later next week, hopefully. Bye.